Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of the room tour. If you ever haven't seen part 1 yet, I'd advise seeing part 1, but this is exactly where we left off. We're moving on to this here. I bought these two dressers at IKEA actually. I've got two TVs on here. Let's start with this one, because I find this one most interesting. It came with the house actually, and what I think is hilarious about it is here. It says it's Stereo Space Command. Yes, wood grain Space Command TV. Perfect for those 80s video games. And I said the Atari 2600 hooked up to it right now with the Atari Game Center. This has a cover. It's right there. The reason I don't have it on there right now is because it doesn't fit with a game plugged into it. So it's got Space Invaders on it. I love this TV. It's great for anything, any game system that needs just RF out. Atari 2600, ColecoVision, and Television, they're all great on this TV. And guarding this TV, I have the Cheat Commandos. Excuse me. And I have my Vextrex next to it. I had it on, I turned it off because it does make that buzzing noise, and I really didn't want it interrupting with the video at all. Let's turn it on a little bit. So, I don't know if you could hear that buzzing. I don't know how much the camera's picking it up, but it's kind of annoying me. So, there's the Vextrex all plugged in, ready to go, ready for some. And I've got the multi-cart plugged into it. So, let's just turn that off again. Next to it, I have another TV that came with the house. This one it'd be suited for plugging in anything that has the AV cables. Right now I have this Sega Master System plugged into it with Sonic the Hedgehog from Mark Vigier. Thank you again, Mark Vigier. Yeah, yes, there's Sonic the Hedgehog on Master System. Sitting above this, I actually have the this Pac-Man tabletop thing. Like J-Boy Pac-Man has. He showed a video of that recently. This one doesn't work. I took it apart, I cleaned it up, didn't get it to work. I have to look into it more. This is actually a Hallmark ornament Pac-Man. So if you hit the button, it starts making noises and lights up. Next to this is actually a Japanese Space Invader tabletop thing. So like if we hit the button, it'll light up there. In order to play this, you actually have to put a 100 yen coin in here. So there's a tray that comes out, and yeah, whatever. I won't go into that. I can't do that with one hand. But yeah, the controls left, right, and the fire button. It'll shut off automatically. But I thought that was really, really cool. So yeah, what's in these drawers then? In these drawers, this top one here, oops, Pac-Man has gone into the drawer, and so because I've got this cable. So here are NES games. I've got a lot of NES games in here. Second drawer, what we got in here? Oh, look, more NES games. So got second drawer full of NES games in here. They're in pretty tight. Problem is that if I get more NES games, I'll wind up having to take a third drawer. I don't have room for it. This drawer has Atari 2600 games in it. Moving up here. Super Nintendo games, all loose cartridges. Actually, some of these I have boxes for, but if I did have the box for it, I took it out and put it with the rest of them. Let's see, next drawer down we have some more NES games and some N64 games, and I've labeled each at the top of these so you can actually read what they are without having to pull up the cartridge. And last drawer down here, I do have some space down here, but these are the rest of the Atari 2600 games that didn't fit in that drawer. And Jaguar games, Jaguar CD games, and some Sega 32X games over here. So I do have some half socks here if you want to sit down and play some of this stuff. Well, not you specifically, you're not here. 5 people over, more or less. Next we have this giant wall here. I've got some of those posters up here from Resident Evil. They're not really posters. They're like this limited collection thing that came from Blockbuster, Fable, Street Fighter 4, and Soul Calibur. Up here I have my Turbo Graphics games over here. Turbo Graphics CD, Turbo Duo actually, and the Neo Geo CD games. I only got 3 of those at the moment. But I do have my Neo Geo games up here. Box for Death Smiles. There's a Microsoft or Xbox 360. You're in the movie with a free camera that we never opened, never played. Rob in the Power Glove hanging up there. And we on the shelf here we have my Xbox 360 games. Moving over, we have some PS3 games here. Let's see what we got down here. These are Wii games. These are all the Wii games we have here. And then, well, actually, some of them are upstairs. There were certain games that my fiance wanted upstairs. CDI games here. And then the next row down, I've got some PlayStation 2 games. Moving across here. Actually, it takes up the whole row, doesn't it? Coming down one more row here, we have the Xbox games. So, and GameCube games. So, those two together right there. And we've got some PlayStation 1 games, and I've actually made the drawers a little bit, or shelves a little bit shorter, so for those. And over here are Dreamcast games. So I've got 6 shelves of PlayStation games versus the 4 shelves of Dreamcast games down here. And then finally down here, got the Sega CD games, Sega CD and 32X games, and Saturn games. So now, coming around, here's just a table I have sitting out in the middle here. So if I wanted to work on something, I could do that, or work on a project, just sit on that table instead of my desk like I used to before. And there's the Autobot symbol pillow hanging out with Optimus Prime, Pikachu. Zim is down there. This is that corner piece from that couch back there. I've shoved it into the corner. It'll eventually go out into the garage in the rafters once I get my opportunity to do so. Here's a 10-inch Metal Sonic in Sonic. You saw the Sonic in my last video if you bother to watch it. There's a Super Mario Galaxy 2 poster alongside a Mortal Kombat 2 poster. Again, those posters. There's a reason I'm skipping over this stuff here. Here we have my Army of Darkness figures. There's Ash, Evil Ash, and Smart Ash. And then on this ledge I have all the boxed Sega Genesis games I have. Just going across there in alphabetical order. So if I get more of those, I have to move Metal Sonic and Sonic. Once I get past that point, I'm not planning for that. Up here we have some hats. He's got Mario, Pac-Man, Zelda, Mario again, an Atari hat, and Sonic, and a Rock Band hat. They're my Masterpiece Optimus Prime and Megatrons. They're fully transferable. Optimus Prime's trailer is back there. We have loose cartridge Sega Genesis games that I have. Back there is Conquest of the World, and there's actually another one behind that one, Quest of the Rings, I believe. These are my Atari 8-bit cartridges, all of them that I have, all whatever it looks like, 20 of them maybe, 16, no 20. ColecoVision games here, and then Atari 5200 games here. I've labeled the ones that you can't read. And then I've got my Magnavox Odyssey 2 games here. It's a Rock Band drum set here. Over on this side, I've actually put up those Tron figures. These things are really, really cool, especially these two, where you hit them in the...
Is our destiny.
I love that. Just watch this one.
I'm not a program.
Yeah, he isn't. And then on this other side here, I've hung up the rest of the Tron stuff. The space here is for that one that I'm missing. I'm going to be looking for Clue, and he'll go there once I eventually find him. And got the rest of the kits there. I'm not going to really go through those. Well, you've seen them, so I kind of already did. They were in my other video. Now, this is a pretty big closet. I've got some stuff in here. I'm going to turn on the light in here. Let's see what we got. Just some random stuff up there. Just a power-based converter. It's actually in the box. I never really used it, but it's nice to have. My Atari 2600 Darth Vader model, Gemini. See, Sega Master System. There's a green, emerald green Nintendo 64. This is the Famiclone that I used whenever I wanted to play it. Yobo. Just some various stuff here. Just, cables, various stuff here. Got some arcade controllers. There's that twin dual joystick original PlayStation controller, Beatmania controllers, and arcade controllers, trackball controllers, just extra controllers. Is that steering wheel one I'm going to have to try out soon because I'm really anxious to see what that looks like. Well, not so anxious. I'll probably I'll do it really soon. But let's see what's in. This is all one closet. There's 4 sliding doors here. So let's open up these 2 here so we could get back. And oh look, photography. Oh, I put that up there. I can ignore that. You know, TurboGrafx 16. These are up here, Mystery Science Theater. You know, DVDs and stuff, and this is just tape, you know, just, you know, tools. In here I've got Game Boys. These are all the Game Boys I've got. Game Boy Colors. What's in there? Oh, Game Boy Advances. There's a couple in there. And miscellaneous. There's a Nomad with a cracked screen, and Game Gear, and Lynx with no sound. What I've got in these bins here are all the cables you needed, but they're all individually bagged. So like here's all the Xbox. If I want to play my Xbox, I've got it all bagged. Just pull that out. Don't need to worry about searching for all the cables individually. Just look for what I'm looking for in these bins. Just some miscellaneous cables in there, and all of these drawers are nothing but controllers. So these are all Genesis controllers, and you know, this is Nintendo and Super Nintendo controllers, and just onward. I won't go through all of these. I'm starting to run out of time. I'm not doing a part 3 of this. And I want to end this in 4 minutes. And just, you know, miscellaneous stuff in here, tools, whatnot, and, you know, soldering equipment. These are all the boxes for the games. They're all empty. Unless I had duplicate, then I left it in there. But there's a couple of these old Odyssey Pong machines down there, and, you know, just boxes, so not too much, you know, to worry about in here, but that's pretty much everything. So yeah, pretty satisfied with how this turned out. Very relaxing. This couch, man, if you're the slightest bit tired, I've sat down on this thing before and fallen asleep. So just too comfortable. I couldn't actually be happier with the way this turned out. They got plenty of walking space in here. Just kind of walking around now. But yeah, I got Mystery. I didn't mention it, but I got Mystery Science Theater playing on this TV. Yeah, I love the way I have all this stuff out in the open where you could see it. I could, you know, if I play something, I could just grab it off there, go in the closet, get the bag with the cables, hook it up. I didn't want to have cables running everywhere and everything hooked up. I just think that's kind of ridiculous. It's something I didn't want to deal with. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I didn't mention it, though. I skipped over this futon. It's got Tetris pillows on it. My fiance actually made those pillows. So, yeah, it's pretty comfortable here, too. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's a chair's blocking the door, but that goes out in the backyard. If I could just slide it out of the way if I need to. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Bye.
People think I'm fat, but I'm really just big exoskeleton.